building with Acurast, as maybe you are earlier in development compared to Falcon. So maybe tell us more about what you're building and your unique value proposition compared to other computers.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks. So for the ones that don't know what Acurast is, basically our thesis was to create a decentralized compute network that wouldn't simply build up on legacy hardware such as servers, but utilize something that is way more decentralized, way more scalable, and way more secure, which all of you guys have in your pockets, and it is the smartphone. And then coming back maybe to the question on how this allows you to outcompete centralized offerings, there is a couple of aspects that obviously you will hear over and over again, like these crowdsourcing of compute, crowdsourcing of X. But I think what it really means when you're crowdsourcing something, when we take a look at, let's say, the Bitcoin network, is that people will all start competing with each other on a very, very equalized and democratic kind of playing field. So there are effectively some of the margins that can be made there just because you're running in a highly competitive market where you have a lot of optimizations that you can do, right? And the thing is, it's kind of self-healing, similar to a Bitcoin network. If you're no longer able to run a profitable business, you will just get out of that business. And eventually it's then again more attractive for the ones that stay because those rewards are being distributed to those people. So it's a kind of capitalist dream of hyper efficiency. That's one aspect that I think is quite relevant for the DePIN space when it comes to driving down prices. And the other one, which I haven't heard a lot of people talking about before, but are really relevant in our case, is before kind of joining and co-founding Acurast, I was the CEO at a company, Swiss company, that was specialized in mobile security. And our clients were Fortune 500 companies in the defense and financial space. And I always was wondering how did we as a relatively small Swiss engineering company manage to get these giants in as clients. And it was always because not our sales team was great, but we created a very nice distribution channel through our partners. And now with DePIN, what I think is absolutely amazing is, if we take the example of Acurast, we have about 13,000 people that have joined and onboarded as well compute units. Some of them with as little as one, some of them with as much as 1,000 devices. And all of those now become your sales force. And I think that is something that can really pour in rocket fuel in the adoption of these DePIN networks, because you don't have a centralized sales force that maybe can rely on partners, but effectively you have very much aligned incentives with people of your network that may be working in insurance companies, in nuclear facilities, in all of, like, everybody is of course welcome in these decentralized networks, and they start to become fans and advocates of your network, which is, by the way, as well, and then I'll stop with my monologue, but it's, by the way, as well, the reason why I believe that if we take a look at Uber and compare this to DePIN, this is where you have a huge difference, right? Uber did it very similar, right? They didn't own a single car, managed to completely offload the capital expenses and scale quite a lot. It took them still like 12 years to turn the first profit, but the sales force and everything, the incentive alignment was very centralized. That's why I believe with DePIN you're actually able to grow way faster into a positive business case compared to, let's say, an Uber. And that's what excites me a lot about the space. Yes.